Hello everyone, it's Victoria James and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and click that red subscriber button, become a JBaes, and join the JBaes fam where we chit chat and all that about luxury beauty. Alrighty, let's get into her. Another wear test, another new foundation. This one is the Phyto Teint Perfection Foundation from Sisley Paris. And the shade that I picked up is 6 in Sandalwood. It's a newer shade. They've expanded the shade range to include more undertones, and so since I am neutral, I am going to check this one out. Previously, or in the past, I have worn 6C Amber. It worked better for me than the regular 6, which is more golden. Let's look at the component. It's beautiful, you know, very luxe. We've got the engraved S for Sisley. You've got your shade and the name on the bottom there, as well as the shelf life of 12 months. You get the standard 1 fluid ounce or 30 mils. And this retails in the States for $125, but you can pick it up from Selfridges for about $88. I think that's an incredible deal. When you factor in the $30 to $35 shipping, it does end up being about the same price. But if you already have the international global shipping, then it is actually beneficial to get it from Selfridges. So I'll be linking both in the description box for you. I don't have a lot of time this morning. It is 8:13 a.m. and I need to get my daughter out the door very soon for school. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it. It's something hydrating on the perimeter and then something mattifying in the T-zone. So I'm gonna use my Giorgio Armani hydrating primer. And I, like I said, am on a time crunch. So let's go ahead and put this in the T-zone. There we go. Going to start off with like 2 pumps because I think one was kind of small. Looks pretty good. Yeah. So there we are with just half the face done. It is a touch light, but the undertone is good. So I feel like I can work with this.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks great. Doesn't really take much. I mean, if you want additional coverage, of course you're gonna have to go back in. But I mean, like, as far as going in and just like evening out your skin, I feel like it doesn't really take that much. Okay. I'm going to put a little more just to see if we can build it up. So I usually need some help here and here. I'm just going to do a little more. I've had a recent breakout on my forehead, so yeah, we'll just do that and see if we can build it up a little. Even though they're considering this neutral, I feel like it definitely is still giving golden. Like it's leaning more golden, you know? And I do have golden undertones because I'm neutral, right? So I got both. But the 6C Amber was more of my face shade and less of my chest shade. So it was easier to like create the coverage because of that. I wasn't trying to bring forth something that is behind something else. But I do like the shade. I think it works. Would I do 6C Amber in this? I could, but I think this is a nice shade as well. So yeah, I feel like that added some coverage. So it is a buildable formula. Make sure it's properly blended. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute, baby. And it's self-setting. Like, I don't feel like you have to powder this. And I'm not going to. I did the same thing yesterday where I didn't put on like concealer and stuff. I just did a very quick face, and then we did like a all day wear test. It was supposed to be 8 hours, ended up being like 11 hours. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just probably put some brow gel and some mascara on today, because when I tell you I gotta go, I really gotta go. So I'll be right back after I finish putting my look together, and then we'll go and do our wear test for the day. Here we are, quick face, Merit Vermilion on the lips. I did end up doing a little bit of that Solo Shadow and Brun from Merit, a little bit of Hermes blush, you can barely see it, and Victoria Beckham bronzer, a little bit of brow gel, mascara, that's it. So here's the look. I'm going out. I'll hit you back in 4 hours, and then we will have a full day check-in at the end of the day. I'll see you later, y'all. All right, Bookies, let's do this check-in. It is 12:20, so I think it's a good time for a check-in. Let's get in real close. I was sweating. You can actually see it a little bit, like where it trailed down my forehead and my temple area. Not an offensive level, okay? You got to be real up on me to see that, I feel. And you can always touch that up if you'd like. But I'm going to leave things as they are for the sake of the wear test. I have gone out. I've, taken the dogs outside. I went to Target for my campaign and everything. So I've been out and about this time around. So I have a little bit of oil production right there, right about there. It's not offensive yet. I'm not going to touch it up just yet. I'm going to wait and see what happens, but I think it looks great. It just looks like a good looking foundation, I thought it would be a good idea for us at this midpoint check-in to take a look at some of the claims of this foundation. Okay, so the details on the Neiman Marcus website say that this is a skincare and makeup as one, so skincare and makeup hybrid. It is a high coverage mattifying foundation. I will agree that it is mattifying. I guess you could build it up to high coverage. It is buildable. Let's see. It's powered by the Ideal Skin Complex to improve the look of skin's quality with each application. So it does have Sisley's skincare in it. And then it says, by identifying the external factors that impact the quality of the skin and cause irregularities and other complexion flaws, Sisley's laboratories were able to develop a cutting-edge complex that delivers impressive results, combining 3 essential actions for all skin types. And those 3 actions are that they hydrate the skin immediately and intensely, smooths the skin's texture, and illuminates the complexion. So I didn't put on any highlighter or anything like that today. Would I say it illuminates the complexion? Whew, excuse me. I think it gives you a natural glow to your face. Like you see on my forehead there, it's just a natural glow. I wouldn't say that this is giving you, because it's mattifying, it's not going to give you that like glass skin looking situation. So I think that it just gives you a natural glow with a filtered effect. And then as far as it, being smooth or like improving texture, I think that's something that you're going to have to wait and see over time. But it does feel smooth on the skin and it does set down on its own. So I was feeling that. And I agree with that. So instantly, skin's texture looks smooth and refined. It feels smooth. I don't know if it looks smoother. I have a lot of texture on my face, so I don't know if that's the case for me. I wouldn't say I agree with that. And then with each application, the skin appears plumped and imperfections are less visible. So obviously that's something you're going to see over time. Gives a natural radiant matte finish. Okay, that's exactly what we were talking about. Ultra long lasting transfer proof formula. I will agree that very little of this came off when I went to dab my forehead. Like even right now, I think we should do a quick little oil absorbing test. So we're gonna just blot really quick. Let's do that. Let's just say to wipe. Not bad. So you can see just a hint. But overall, I mean, that if you look at the Gucci Cushion foundation from the last review compared to that, it's like, yikes, you know. So yeah, I will agree, transfer resistant. I wish they would say resistant instead of proof, because words mean things. We got 29 shades, and they do focus on undertones. They say to suit multiple undertones, which I think is really great, because we do run into that issue a lot, especially as the neutral girlies. We run into that issue a lot. Medium to high buildable coverage with no cakey effect. So I would really have to test the full coverage claim. I think my skin looks really great like this. I'm a medium coverage type of person. I don't mind if a little bit of imperfection is showing through because I'm human. You know what I mean? I don't want to look like I'm wearing a whole lot of makeup. Yeah, undetectable texture. Day-long comfort. Yeah. I totally agree with all those claims. As far as the instant skin texture smoothing, I would have to put this on again to see if that happened for me. I didn't really pay attention to it. So unfortunately, I really can't tell if this looks better than it does when I don't have it on. But I do think that my skin looks good. You know, I've mentioned that a few times already, that I think that my skin looks really nice in this foundation. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of the day. I will try to get in here at the 8-hour mark. If not, hey, it's just a longer wear time, right? So I'll see you all later. Back. This is a different orientation, but we're just going to roll with it. It is now 4:39. It has been over 8 hours, friends. So let's reconvene about the foundation. So I rubbed my nose a little bit. It got a little runny. And so we got a little bit of you know, missing foundation there. Everything else, oh, creasing, yikes. Excuse me a moment. That's a little embarrassing, huh? That's all right, whatever. This has nothing to do with the foundation necessarily. It's just because I didn't set my eyeshadow. But anyway, about the foundation itself, it looks very good. I think that this is a nice, you know, wearing situation. I do have some oil production in my oily area. Nothing that a little blotting wouldn't fix. I'm not going to fix it because I'm about to take it off. I was eating, hence the lipstick transfer. You know, just daily stuff, right? The stuff that happens as you wear your makeup throughout the day. I think this is some normal wear, but I also think it looks really good. And it did not come off despite sweating, despite, you know, the wear and tear that would take off that Gucci cushion, you know what I mean? Like yesterday and today, you're probably not watching them in that order, but between the Gucci foundation and today, there's a stark difference between the performance of the foundation. So just all in all, I would say that this is a really beautiful formula that you should absolutely try if you're interested in it. Is it worth the $125 price point? I would say just like La Mer, for example. It's a luxury house. They are using their luxury skincare, and you know, same thing with Cle de Peau, for example. It's a luxury price point, and it's in line with the rest of their products. So you have to decide for yourself how important it is to you to have this type of foundation. But as far as I'm concerned, I think it performed really well, considering the type of day I had. I mean, I was going, honey. I was running around. So I would say that this performed really well. Would I put it up there with like all-time favorite foundations? I think time will tell on that one. Right now, I think it's a great foundation that I would reach for again. Like if I were getting ready to go somewhere and I needed something that was going to last the whole day, I would say, you know, let me go ahead and do that, Sisley. You know, I think it's cute. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and link you guys to everywhere you can get this foundation. And that's going to do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, let me know by giving it a thumbs up and help me move up in the algorithm so other people can discover my channel. We're trying to get to 3K, friends. I think we can do it. And so if you're not subscribed yet, please do subscribe and join the JBaes fam where we chit chat and all that about luxury beauty. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Love you. And I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye.